next. Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Oh, it's time to bleed this morning. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Come on in, smash the like button, hype the video, share the video, share the video, share the video. We are our own algorithm. We don't leave it up to Miguel to do anything for us because Miguel bites pillows. Miguel and Jerome spooning. Let's do this roll call. It's a lot of, I guess, you know, I guess it's more of a roast session this morning. But you know what's always funny? When there's truth behind a joke. You know what I mean? So salute to everybody over there on Rumble. Link is pinned at the top. If I feel the show's gonna go left, you already know what I'm finna do. The new rule is, if I feel it's gonna go left, I will end it on YouTube and continue on Rumble. So y'all make sure. Hey, yo. Yo, hey, bro, listen, man. The show just started. I'm in my YouTube studio right now. Why is the monetization sign in yellow? Talking about request a review. I didn't even do anything yet. I just started. Yo. Hey, yo, the show. Nah, nope. No. Documentation beats conversation. I didn't even start the damn show yet. No, I'm gonna record this. Okay, let's do this here. Let the record show that my live just started. Why is my monetization sign in yellow? It says request review. Now I got to request a review. The show just started. I didn't even do anything. Oh, Miguel, you pillow biting super fruity fruit booty.
Hi, Miguel.
Let me go to Pep Talk and see if it's the same thing. Lord have mercy. Christ almighty. Let's see what's going on here. Hey, yo. Same thing on Pep Talk. Look at that. That's wild. I got to request a review. Click the option that says I have double checked my video and make sure it's friendly guidelines. Man, oh, my good Lord. I told y'all this is a witch hunt. I told y'all. All of you content creators that are listening, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't worry. I videoed it. Lord have mercy. Y'all don't like those Rumble options, do you? Man, let's do this roll call, man. Steve-O. He over there in Rumble. Everyone click the link and make sure you follow me on Rumble too. We had about 1,000 views yesterday, man. Let's keep that popping. Because more and more, we're finding that YouTube does not deserve our talents. F out of here. The show just started. Review what? I didn't even say anything. Barely said good morning. I'm just checking that by accident. Wow. Skinny Too Litty, G McCall, Nitty G, salute, brother. Michael Fleming, Stormy. You see this crap? Tay, good morning. Miss Van Houter, how are you? Go subscribe to Miss Van Houter. I didn't even know she was a content creator. Go subscribe to Miss Van Houter. Click on her name and go follow her. Thank you, guys. Mr. Cell Block, salute. Michael Fleming, Robert Singleton, Dale Anderson. Go subscribe to Coach Hudson and follow him on Rumble. Follow him on Rumble, too. My God, man. These dudes are... Wow. The show just started. I didn't even do anything. It's crazy. This is literally the 1990s in New York. You know what was going on in New York? If you was black, you could not walk 3 blocks without a cop hopping out on you and what they call tossing you, patting you down. I'm like, your boys just tossed me 3 blocks ago. What are you talking about? That's what it was like growing up in New York City as a teenager. Crazy stuff. That's how I feel on YouTube. I can't do anything. And then they take all week long to say, yeah, congratulations, your live or your video is suitable for all advertisers. What did I do? I don't even cuss for like the first 20 minutes of my show. I'm extending courtesy to them saying, hey, man, if I'm going to be profane, I'm not even going to be profane on your airwaves. I'm going somewhere else. How about that? Before I even hit live, I have to review it? Unbelievable, bro. Steve L, salute. Jaquilla, salute, Queen. Steve L over there on Rumble. Make sure y'all click and go over there to Rumble. If I decide this show's gonna go left, that's when we're gonna finish out. Black Superman, salute. Jelly Bean. And Banks, what up? Over there on Rumble, salute. Mark Hairston. Piff, salute, good morning. Dragon Fang, salute, brother. The CDB. Jason Bourne. Convos with Cam, go subscribe and follow our queen. I go listen to her to calm down. Oh, my goodness. I know what it is. I know what it is. G. McCall. Yup. That's right. That's right, Steve. I keep telling people to go over there. Yo, listen, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We have options. Romero, salute. Scorpio. True Boxing Night. Windsor. No smoke. Yup. I'm going to let y'all know when to make the ladder move the Rumble. I'm going to let y'all know. 88, salute. Fist of the Black Star. Dill Spoolie. Best Pugilist, salute. Andrew 100, my brother, salute. Welcome down Rand, that's my other brother. Welcome down Van Houter, salute. Black Gun Owners, salute, salute. Hey, Black Gun Owners, I just purchased a nice little Smith & Wesson. I'm about to go pick it. I've been lazy. I'm about to go pick it up in a couple of days. Shout out to Black Gun Owners Magazine. Go subscribe to Black Gun Owners Magazine. Everybody needs to get their concealed carry, depending on your state. Concealed carry, open carry, whatever it is. Arm up. It's your right. Stop thinking that you can't get it. You can be a felon in if you are, depending on when was your felony. Investigate and see if you can get a concealed carry or whether you qualify or not. Just get the information, man. It's your right. Salute the Black Gun Owners Magazine. Crazy stuff out here. Black Jericho, Columbia. Jose, salute. Lamar Griffin. No doubt, Scorpio, I appreciate you. I see y'all over there on Rumble. Yup, that's right. Just be prepared. Shade Girl over there, salute. Detroit, my brother, salute. Detroit, Tone Brown. Click the link at the very top. That's my Rumble. Some mornings, I'm going to shut YouTube down and continue on Rumble. I can play the music I want. I can be loud and profane. YouTube don't deserve all my talents. I just start the freaking show and the dollar sign's already in yellow. My God, I didn't even do anything yet. That's crazy. Snacks B, salute. Marcus Banks. Oh, there, Florida is a different Florida's not even real. Florida, Texas, they're like cousins. It's crazy, man. Yup. Oh, Snacks. Oh, what? Florida P. Yo, bro. Look, yo, Snacks. Listen. The knowledge is out there. All you got to do is read it. We have the internet. You absolutely. I know a guy that teaches the concealed carry class in New York City, right? He has a felony. Well, it was from like the 90s, but he has a felony. And he has a concealed carry and he teaches the class. So yes, you can. Absolutely. Salute, Black, going on the salute. D Block. I see y'all on Rumble. Yup. Just be there just in case. And make sure y'all get yourself an account, subscribe, follow Coach Hudson over there, follow Junior the Truth over there, and follow Stormy over there. Because change gonna come. All right, so let's get to the smoke. Roelly outsmarted himself, right? Didn't he? Everybody they're wiping that sweat off their brow. Debo coming, oh crap. I ain't gonna do it, you do it. I ain't gonna do it, you do it. No, you do it. I ain't gonna do it, you do it. All right, let's fake like we're gonna do it. But people hate Devin so much that we ain't really gotta do it. KBG, what up? Yep. That's right, Steve L. You already know. Yeah, Piff, 100%. I ain't gonna do it, you do it. No, you do it. No, you do it. Roelly thought he was funny, right? Clay, what up?
I don't even know what you're talking about. Look, I'm gonna hit Devin and get sued for 5 years? What are you talking about?
Yeah. What was he gonna do? Let me ask y'all a question. And this is what I was saying. Roelly is a champion at 47. He's a champion. There's 4 fighters with 4 different belts up there. Everybody has a mandatory. Everybody does. Fine. But unifications trump mandatory. That's what we're told, right? Right. Roelly was on a chopping block. K-Rod, salute. Next thing you know, he's talking about, hey, I ain't got to do it. I'm going to get sued for 5 years. Everyone laughed. Ooh, the roast. Ooh. Okay, yeah, you said all that. Are you going to fight, though? And he tried to get out of it. Man. ATX, salute. He tried to get out of it. He sure did. And what happened? I'm going to tell you what happened. These clowns let him get away with it for a little while, didn't they? They let him get away with it for a little while. Oh, yo, Roelly, he's so funny, man. Roelly's so funny. Yeah. Oh, my God. He just roasted Dev. Outlaw, what up? He roasted Dev. Oh, he funny, man. Roelly funny. He got that retard strength. Best pugilist, salute. He funny, man. Yo, Roelly, man, that guy funny. Yeah, okay, all right. We got a good laugh. Is he fighting, though? He said what he said. He did the little roast, and he left. You know what I noticed? Nobody held Roelly Romero to a standard. Nobody held, Rashad, what up? Nobody held Roelly to any standard. Y'all don't even know who his mandatory is. He has one. Who is that guy? Canelo voice. Who is that guy? I'm fighting Lee Rodriguez. Who is that guy? I'm fighting Walter Ramirez. Who is that guy? He's my mandatory. Who is that guy? Who is he? Yeah, I know D-Block, which is why we call him K-Ho. Because his B-U-B-U, B-E-W, ain't doing anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Word on the curb is what he's doing is he's doing his own leftovers. He's eating out the garbage because he's trying to fight a guy that he beat already with one hand. So K-Ho is going to celebrate that nonsense, right? He's not going to run it back with the guy that beat him, but he got a draw. He's going to celebrate him eating out the garbage. He'll celebrate that. That's what you call wrong and strong, because he don't want to see his B-U get the grease knocked into his eyes again. He don't want to see that. Gio James, salute. He don't want to see that. But while he's at it, he wants to make sure that Devin gets no opportunities. But here's the funny part. Watch this. And check this out. Devin is the opportunity. And that's why they're mad. Everybody, Tank fans, Active Squad, Retarded Romero, Racist Ryan, Devin is the opportunity. Devin is the head you want on your wall. And all you got to do is go get it. I-Rock, salute. Rod Neal, salute. All you got to do is go get it. Stormy says, I know who he is, and he beat the F out of Retardo too. I got to do my homework, brother. I got to do that homework. And you know something? The more you know why I believe you? Light-eyed, salute. You know why I believe that, Stormy? Brothers UK in the building. Because he ain't making no noise about fighting this mandatory. Number one, there's probably no money in it. There's probably barely $1 million in it. Barely. I don't know. All right? All you pocket watchers, why would y'all tell Roelly to go fight his mandatory and not fight Devin? Didn't I tell you this isn't the old regime? All that celebrating that K-Ho doing, oh, I hope he gets nobody. Yo, listen, Devin is the bag. But you got to pay the price. You know why? Because Devin going to beat you. Look, man, Xander Zayas, you know, respect to him. But Devin will beat him like a drum. You can root for him, that's fine. Boricua, I get it. But Devin will beat him like a drum. And he got 2 belts. You know how I know that they know that that's true? Because I had a fool come up here and say, Devin's trying to go to 54 and bully somebody. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. When Roy Jones went to heavyweight, no one considered him going up to and bullying Johnny Ruiz. Johnny Ruiz was an accomplished heavyweight. He was a champion, the first Puerto Rican heavyweight champion. Right? First Puerto Rican heavyweight champion. Piff, I'm going to drop the link for you. I'm going to drop the link specifically for you because I want to talk to you. Don't block him. And he has legitimate wins over Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield. He might have been an eyesore to watch, but John Ruiz was a dog. And I remember the promotion. 1 punch from a heavyweight. And they showed Johnny Ruiz hitting his fist. 1 punch. In the first round, he caught Roy. Roy wobbled. Go back and watch it. Roy ate that. And that was the last punch he caught for the rest of the fight. He boxed him beautifully. Beautifully. No one said he bullied the weakest heavyweight, although Johnny on paper, you know, it was Lennox Lewis. I think, a guy who had titles, it was Lennox, but Roy wasn't going to fight Lennox. That would have been just crazy. Devin got to go to 54 to try and test those waters. Nobody. So now, this link is only for the good brother Piff. Click the link. Let's have a conversation. Devin Gaines, the legend. Salute. Click the link. Come up here. Let's talk. You said Devin hasn't shown us nothing, bro. I want you to back that statement up. That is your job this morning. Let's have a conversation, Piff. I'm extending the courtesy. There you go. You don't have to keep your camera on if you don't want to. All right, you're on.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
I ain't seen no highlights of Devin nowhere.
What does that mean?
He's not promoted.
What do you mean he's not promoted?
Go on Facebook. You're gonna see Keyshawn and Mason.
I'm not on Facebook, brother. I'm not on Facebook.
Go on YouTube. You're not gonna see no highlights of fucking Devin.
What does that mean? Tell me Devin Haney's accomplishments.
I can't tell you nothing because I haven't seen them. They're not promoting it.
Do you watch boxing?
Yes.
Okay, you can't tell me Devin Haney's accomplishments?
They ain't promoting it.
Wait, hold on. But regardless of who's being promoted,
I'm not following him.
Brother, regardless of what's being promoted,
was flashy. Good brother. Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Answer the question. Can you tell me, because you watch boxing, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me Devin Haney's accomplishments?
I just told you no 2 times.
Why not?
Because he's not promoted. He doesn't have the advertisement that everybody else has. Why is every other fucking post on Facebook is fucking Mason or Davis?
I need you to tone down the F-bombs, please.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Apologize.
Okay. All right. First and foremost, if you watch boxing, you should be able to tell me what Devin Haney has accomplished. Do you know he's a Hall of Fame fighter?
How do you see a fighter? They promote a fighter, right?
No.
Yes, they promote a fighter.
Promotion is a hype train. I talk about this every day. Promotion is a hype train. You can have a hype train that hasn't done anything. For example, do you think Steroid is a Hall of Fame fighter?
Does he have a highlight film?
That's not what I'm asking you, brother.
I'm asking you. Does he have a highlight film? James Tony got a highlight film. Roy Jones got a highlight film.
With a question, you cannot answer my question. I asked you a very simple question.
Come on. What was the question?
Do you think Arturo Gatti is a Hall of Fame fighter? Yes or no?
He's a legend.
No, that's not what I asked you, brother. I asked you, do you think Arturo Gatti is a Hall of Fame fighter? Yes or no?
He had his time.
That's a yes?
That's a yes. He had his time.
Okay, based off of what?
His history.
What is his history? Give me some key wins.
He didn't have a problem until he ran into Mayweather. He was winning until he ran into Mayweather.
He was winning. Okay, who'd he beat prior to Mayweather?
How'd he get to Mayweather?
That's not what I asked you, brother. How you answer my question with a question?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, he had to get there, right?
No, wait, hold on, brother.
Or did Mayweather have to get there? Did Mayweather have to get to Gotti?
He's a Hall of Fame fighter because of Mayweather?
Nah, I never said that.
Okay, so I'm trying to get clarity out of you, brother. Clarity. I said, do you feel Arturo Gatti is a Hall of Fame fighter? You basically said yes.
I said yes. He's an elder. He put his work in. Yes.
Okay, so he's a Hall of Fame fighter, right?
Yes, he put his work in.
Okay, give me 3 of his wins.
I can't tell you that because I never followed him like that.
You never followed him like that, but he's a Hall of Fame fighter.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
Do you know he was celebrated in New Jersey? He was Canadian, but he was also Italian. And I know for a fact, whenever Arturo Gatti was fighting in Atlantic City, the Italians came out to support their guy. He was celebrated. But he wasn't a really great fighter. He was an ass waiting to happen. But he was celebrated. You know the difference? You see the difference? He celebrated and actually be good. You understand?
No, I don't deal with the child left behind mentality. Like you had.
Wait, hold on. You don't deal with the no child. I don't understand what does that mean? No child left behind. What is that?
That means everybody get a trophy, no matter if you got beat up or not. I don't like that. So
okay, but I
just had to do something good, bro, to be held.
Good, but you just said Arturo Gatti is a Hall of Fame fighter.
He had to do something good to be held as an idol, wherever he was at, wherever he's from, bro.
But what did he do good, boxing wise, in the ring to make him a Hall of Fame fighter? I'm waiting.
Let's look his record up, bro. We gonna Google it right now.
How do you have to look his record up? Wait, hold on, brother. How long you been watching boxing? Hello. You got a lot of noise in the background.
What you say, good brother?
I said you got a lot of noise in the background.
No, my son watching Rio 2.
All right, well, cool. How long you been watching boxing?
A long time. Like I've been watching. I like the old fights.
Well, since what year have you been watching boxing consistently?
Since I was a kid, bro.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 43. I trained under Gene Turan. You know who that is?
Who?
Gene Turan.
Who's that?
He fought Duran. So I mean, if you know boxing, you would know who Gene Turan is.
Hold on. You're 23, brother?
No, I'm 43, good brother.
I thought you said I heard 23, so you're 43. So you've been following boxing for how many years?
A long time. Well, we ain't always had cable. We ain't always had cable. So when I caught it, you know what I'm saying? I paid attention a little bit, but I always went back to the once ESPN classic sports came, I used to study that shit.
Okay, so when I asked you about Arturo Gatti, that's a prime example of what we're talking about here. A prime example. Coach, I see you backstage. Just give me a second. This is the prime example of what I'm talking about.
No, bro, I ain't come up here to beef, bro.
I know. Well,
if you can educate me, please educate me, good brother.
Okay, because you said Devin hasn't showed us anything.
Yeah, he got no highlights. Where's the highlight reel?
I'm asking you the body of work, and you telling me you don't know. How do you
I don't know because they ain't showed me, bro.
What do you? Well, you could do the research.
Yes, sir. But he ain't interested me.
All right, so if he's not, well, hold on, stop right there then. If he's not interesting to you, then you have no dog in this race at all.
Yeah, but I said what I said. I didn't mean to offend you by what I said, bro.
You're not offending me. All you're doing is exposing what you really are.
What am I?
You're uneducated about the man.
Okay, I accept that. Okay.
So you can't tell
We're not offending each other. We're being men right now.
Because he showed me everything. This is why I support DHP. Because he's doing everything that I want in a fighter. What do you want in a fighter?
The perfect package, man. Mason and Keyshawn Davis, them boys is.
Oh, Keyshawn Davis. Let's talk about Keyshawn Davis.
Ooh, them boys is. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, yeah, all right, you ain't gotta lie. But let's talk about Keyshawn Davis. I'm glad you
super counter punchers. Oh my God.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, put your hand out there and get effed up.
Name Keyshawn Davis.
Put your hand out there.
Name Keyshawn Davis notable wins, Piff.
Huh?
Give it to me. Name Keyshawn Davis's notable wins. Give it to me.
Didn't he just beat that Mexican up, the elder Mexican? The Mexican was on his ass. Excuse me, he was on his butt.
Give me the names.
I don't know that Mexican name, but I watched the fight.
You not know who his last wins are, brother. You like Keyshawn? Like Keyshawn Davis. You're supposed to know everything that.
I ain't supposed to know everything about that man. I got lights. I got kids and shit, bro. I got to live. Like
everybody got kids.
Yeah, but I seen him countering with that left hand and dropping. I seen that. I seen man down.
Okay, can you see the chat?
What the chat say? I'm not worried about these folks, bro. They ain't come here to beef.
Okay, you don't have to, brother. You're really exposing yourself to being a casual, brother. Now, let's stay on Keyshawn Davis. You can't tell me his last win, and you refer to his last fighter as the Mexican. You know his name.
He was a Mexican, wasn't he? He was an older Mexican. He was an elder in the game, wasn't he?
No. Jermaine Ortiz is Dominican and Puerto Rican. He's not Mexican.
He had black shorts on?
What?
Did he have black shorts on? This the fight out.
No.
Okay.
Did you watch his last fight?
I might be one behind, you know. I might be one behind. It's okay to be late though, bro.
Are you serious, brother? Are you trolling me?
It's okay to be late, bro. I ain't seen no Devin Haney, nothing though.
No. Let's stay on Keyshawn. You're not qualified to talk to me about Devin. Don't do that. Okay, because you follow highlights. You like Keyshawn highlights. All right, so let's talk about the Keyshawn highlights.
Like Mason highlights. The boys fight.
Okay, great. You can't even tell me about Keyshawn Davis' last highlights. You even watched his last fight.
I didn't watch, but I'm admitting this though, bro. And it's like
great.
You're trying to use my lack of the last fight to try to make me wrong because Devin Haney ain't got no fucking highlights. He don't have no highlights, bro.
So you go for highlights.
He don't have no highlights, bro.
All right, great. Talk to me about Keyshawn Davis' last highlights.
No, we can go pull it up on. Hold on, man, bro. You online? Show me his highlights. Show me his highlights, bro. Go pull up on YouTube Devin Haney highlights.
They're everywhere. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you can show me right now. Show the community. Pull it up.
Community sees what I see. What are you talking about?
Pull the highlights up. That's what I'm saying. Show them what you see. Show them what you see. Show them what you see, brother. I don't see no highlights of Devin.
Well, look it up. Look it up. Devin's the first ballot Hall of Famer. What are you talking about?
Bro, I don't see no highlights. I don't see no highlights.
Holy shit.
I don't see no highlights of him. They're not promoting him. If he was fired, if he was the new thing, they would be promoting him. They'd be putting money behind him. He's not that.
He's not that? You know, he's okay. Who was the highest paid on the last card he fought on?
Did he just fight? What happened? I ain't watched the fight. What happened?
I asked you a question. What did I just ask you?
You asked me who was the highest paid. I'm not into nobody's pocket, bro. That doesn't matter to me. You talking about who's the highest paid? Who got knocked the fuck out?
Who got knocked the fuck out? Who did get knocked out?
That's what I'm saying. His last fight, they said the boy cheated. I just watched that.
Boy cheated?
Yeah, they said
boy cheated. Good boy.
Did he fight just recently?
Brother, have a good day. Coach, what's going on, Coach?
Hey man, what's going on, brother? It was like amateur hour listening to that dude, man. I mean, no shade to the brother, man, but you can't bring up a fighter and then don't know absolutely nothing about the fighter.
Wow. Crazy.
You bring up Mickey Ward. Don't you know that mighty Ivan Robinson whooped Mickey Ward every time they fought? Whooped him.
Listen, Earl Gaddy, the only thing I can say about him was that he was a warrior, and you put him in there, he ain't duck no smoke. But unfortunately, he was an ass whooping waiting to happen. But I give him a lot of credit. And the reason why he's in the Hall of Fame, other than some things that he did in the ring, was that he was murdered by his wife.
Yeah.
But other than that, nobody came up in the gym and said, I want to be like a Earl Gaddy. No kid said that.
Nah.
No kid said that. How do you not know the Mickey Ward trilogy? How do you not know the Ivan Robinson? He fought him twice. How do you not know this? Oscar De La Hoya, how do you not know this?
Yeah, and unfortunately, he lost to Alfonso Gomez, a guy off the Contender. No shade to him, but I think that was his last fight. Well, Alfonso Gomez beat the brakes off of him.
He beat him.
Literally destroyed him.
Didn't Gomez end up fighting? Did he fight Cotto or Canelo?
But he fought Canelo. He did decent with Canelo. He got hurt and somebody had to step in and stop it. But I wanted to say this about Devin. Mm-hmm. Now, Devin is Devin challenges himself. I'm gonna say that about Devin. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that Devin is the best fighter I ever seen in my lifetime. I would be lying. But he's doggone good. Mm-hmm. He challenges himself. He's willing to take on guys that kid from Puerto Rico, the 154-pound champion. What's his name again? Xander. Now I seen the interview with Xander yesterday. That kid's a cruiserweight. I looked at him. That kid's a cruiserweight. I know a cruiserweight when I see one. That boy's a big 185, 190 pound kid who's coming all the way down to 154. You know, if you want to talk, if you want to throw that term weight bully around, let's throw that around, because guess what? Sebastian Fondora wanted to put a rehydration clause on him because they know how big this boy is. Let that sink in. Now, Devin may not finish his career up undefeated, and that's okay. Because if you continue to challenge yourself, you may hit a snag in the road sometime. It happens. It happens to the best of them. But the fact that he's willing to risk that zero speaks volumes. He's not trying to protect himself. He's trying to fight the best fighters.
We don't think any less of Muhammad Ali, who has losses. We don't think any less of Lennox Lewis, who has losses. We don't think any less of Roy Jones Jr., who has losses. You name it. B-Hop got losses. All the great ones, a majority of them have losses. This is boxing, but I appreciate the effort. And would you agree, Coach, that the way these kids are acting, they're making Devin look that much more dangerous by all of this shucking and jiving they're doing? Would you agree to that?
Well, I could agree to that, because why would you be afraid of a guy who, quote unquote, is pillow fisted and can't punch and all he got is a jab? You should be jumping on that,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right. They made this Debo thing real. They did. We're not calling him Debo because he's clubbing people like George Foreman and knocking them silly. No. We calling him Debo because in the movie Friday, nobody wanted any smoke. And they had to cheat to beat Debo. They had to cheat to beat him. Craig hit him with a brick, right? It was a 1D.
In fact, he hit him with a brick.
Thank you.
He hit him with a brick. But, you know, like I say, at the end of the day, man, Bill's doing a tremendous job with his son. Devin's doing a tremendous job himself, challenging himself. And I think the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? And every time, I've been following Devin for a very long time, ever since he reminded me, when I first seen him, I said, man, this kid reminded me of Sugar Ray, man, the way he's moving around, the way he's popping that jab. I really enjoyed Devin. It's been a long time since I've seen a guy get up on his toes and move around and not just sit there and try to stay in a freaking shoulder roll or something. No, use your legs, man. That was beautiful boxing to me. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that he gave my boy Brian Norman Jr. opportunity at the title. Well, opportunity to fight. And I do believe if Brian Norman works himself back into contention, I believe Devin's an honorable man and give him another shot at it if he gets a position.
Brian Norman is the second best welterweight in the world. And let me read these super chats. I got a question for you about him. Brandon Shamar, that super chat salute. He says, I posted a link to highlight video of Devin's KOs. He has highlights, but he just didn't look for them. I know this guy, the dude, respect to him. He was a casual. You know. I don't want to violate him, but you know what you're dealing with when you just let them talk. My brother, the Brothers UK, he said that was painful. Exactly. That was bad. That was bad. Let me ask you a question. Piff, just hang out in the chat and just listen at this point, brother. I gave you an opportunity. You didn't say anything. So just learn. Just be a man. You're 43 years old. I know you got the babies with you. Just learn. Learn the sport, brother. Learn the sport. Coach, I saw videos of him training with Ronnie Shields. Your thoughts on that? I like that. I saw videos of him training with Ronnie Shields. Your thoughts on that,
I like it. I think that Ronnie Shields, Brian Norman, he had a lot of tools in his toolbox. He had a lot of ability. And I think a guy like Ronnie Shields will definitely bring that out, him being a former fighter himself, and also just being able to calm Brian Norman Jr. down. I mean, I'm not making no excuses for Brian Norman, but he had too much going on before that Devin fight with the outside antics of his father. Shout out to Senior. He got his son to a championship. Can't take that away from him. You created a world champion on your own. You deserve all the credit for that. But I still believe that it did play a major part in that fight. And Brian Norman came in disarmed, thinking that Devin Haney could not do absolutely nothing to him. It was arrogant and it was dismissive. And it wound up, in my opinion, it cost him. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna go on record saying this. I do believe if they rematch, I believe Brian Norman could pull it off. And that's me. Hoping that he can pull it off. I think he has the ability to pull it off. But you know, Devin's a great fighter. He may make the adjustments and still come out on top. But I want to see it again. And I believe Devin's the type of guy that'll give a guy another shot at the title. You know what I'm saying? Because he's that type of guy. He's a throwback. Okay, you think you can beat me again? Let's run it back. I'll show you again. But to say all that to say this, I think that Brian Norman, it's a good move. I think he's going to look good next time he comes back out. And I'm looking forward to see the young man fight again. I'm not going to throw him away just because he got one loss.
Nah, you don't throw that kid away. You don't throw that kid away at all.
You lost to an all-time great. You lost to a future Hall of Famer. There's no shame in losing there. Now, you went out there and lost to, the James Saki or somebody like that. I'd be looking at you funny. But you lost to Devin Haney, so there ain't no shame in losing to Devin Haney. He's an undefeated champion.
And I like Brian Norman Jr., man. And I got on here and I was livid because these fools did exactly what I knew they were gonna do. Brian, it was a loss, and these cats just threw him in. They tried to. I'm talking about the fans. They tried to throw him in the trash. God damn it! And I'm like, nah. You ain't gonna do that to that kid. I'm not having that. That was bullshit. You throw him in the for what? He's still dangerous, and you know what? Moving forward, here's the deal. Moving forward, anybody that's not at welterweight that says his name and wants to come up, that says Devin's name and wants to come up to 147, you fight Brian Norman first. How about that? I'm doing y'all just like how Eddie Hearn tried to do Deontay. Hey, if you want to fight AJ, you have to fight Dillian White first. And D was still like running. And that giant raccoon was like, no. 205 and more in the strong house for 6 months. He says, big 6 months. Man, salute to you, good brother. Much love and appreciation. Thank you so much. So I'm not saying that Brian Norman's a gatekeeper. I'm saying you want to test your mettle, get through Brian Norman first. Because while he's knocking your head off, he'll get back in contention and he might face Devin Haney again. Because he's the only person on that list that stepped up. Nobody else did it. Everybody else is cowards. Everybody. How the hell we got a tag team champion at 140? Keyshawn and Shakur. They're supposed to be fighting each other, y'all. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Those guys are supposed to be fighting each other. And nobody wants to fight Brian Norman. Y'all bugging.
Hey, Drew, I want to make a point, too, real quick. Now, I do believe that Devin Haney definitely made Brian Norman a better fighter after that fight. But I also believe, likewise, I believe that Brian Norman made Devin Haney a better fight because the more stiff competition you fight, the better you're going to get. And people, they're going to look at what Devin did to Brian Norman and think that they're going to be able to do that. And they're not. They're going to get knocked out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. They're like, well, Devin did it. I can do it. No, you're not. You're going to get knocked out. That's what's going to happen. I guarantee it. You're going to get knocked out.
Brian going to hurt somebody, bro. Brian going to hurt somebody. I'm telling you. I kind of feel bad for the next person that get in the ring with him. Because now he over there with Ronnie Shields, and I just know he got that young brother sitting down watching tape. And I predict, and I'm kind of like wishing this, I predict that Brian Norman Jr. has become a man possessed. You're supposed to be possessed. And you're supposed to get obsessed with getting back into the ring and showing what you've learned. And it's called failing forward. A loss, it could define you. It could either expose you to be a one-trick pony or force you to make the proper changes so you could become successful. And I see Brian Norman's not the type to be crying and whining in the corner. Okay? He probably fucked around and went jogging 2 days later.
But I believe that Norman also made Devin a better fighter because you have to be on your game to navigate somebody who is shooting 50 calibers at you all night long because the kid never stopped trying to win. He didn't give up. He was trying to knock Devin out from round 1 to round 12. Am I right or wrong?
No, you're right about that. You know what I'm going to say, though? I think what I was saying, I think that Devin, experience-wise, was too much at that point for Brian Norman. I think that's what I'm saying. I didn't see what people saw. I said that Brian has a puncher's chance. Now, I spoke to the brother Tay, and I said, he told me that he has other elements to his game. And I said, well, I guess we finna find out. But Devin disarmed him. That's what he did. Devin disarmed him. And I think right now, the loss was a good thing for Brian, because now with Ronnie Shields, he's adding elements to his game. He's adding elements to his game. Devin already had things in the trick bag. For example, people won't know, Brian took certain things away from him. He made some adjustments after the knockdown, but then Devin adjusted to those adjustments, and he was playing catch up all night long. So that was an experience thing. Right now, as we speak, Brian is becoming a different fighter. He has all the tools. Cardio's not a problem. Strength, hell no, is not a problem. He's adding elements to his game to make him a smarter fighter, more dimensional. Devin's already a 5-dimensional fighter. Brian, that night only showed us 2. And hopefully with Brian dealing with Ronnie Shields could help him bring that out, more dimensions to his game. And that's what I'm saying. I have faith in that system, in that alliance with him and Ronnie. And I feel sorry for the next dude that gets in there with Brian and thinks that they're going to do to him how Devin did it, because these dudes can't. These dudes can't. They just can't. Brian gonna fuck somebody up badly. It's gonna be bad. Now, to the dude Piff who's just talking, it's always a problem. I put in Devin Haney highlights. Now, this guy says he hasn't seen any. I just put it in. This is the first time I've ever done this in YouTube. I don't need to see Devin Haney highlights because I've been following this kid's career for years. And this is what comes up. Haney highlights, best knockouts. This is from 10 years ago right here. 10 years ago. All right? Haney highlights. You see, young man, so you're not looking. You don't even know who you said that Keyshawn fought the Mexican kid, and Jermaine Ortiz is not even Mexican. Then you said what color shorts he has on. What color shorts? Was they black? No. Did you even watch the dude you're supporting out of nowhere? Do you even watch him? You can't even tell me what Keyshawn did yesterday. Please, man, you got to know your place. And you got to stop just arguing to argue. You're on a channel that knows boxing. And all I've learned in the 5 minutes that I spoke to you is that you're loving on everything that's anti-Devin. For you to say Devin hasn't shown me anything is a complete contradiction to what the world knows. Because if Devin was so low-key, low-bar, low-hanging fruit, somebody would have beat him already and took those belts. He's an undisputed champion at 135. You can't even tell me the route that he did to take that. You don't even know the red tape he had to cut through to get that done. Your boy Keyshawn just popped up like last year. You can't tell me anything Keyshawn did without going to Google. If you got to tell me who your favorite fighter is, and you got to go to Google to tell me about him, I don't really want to talk to you. Because you're just a hater. You don't like Keyshawn. You don't like Keyshawn until he gets his head knocked off. You're in the chat talking about he need to run it with Keyshawn. You even know that the reason why the fight's not happening is because of Keyshawn. Because Keyshawn don't really want it. Shakur, same thing. They don't really want it. They say everything but fight. But I want you guys to understand, a dude like Piff comes in here, and when you start hammering him and asking him real questions, the excuse is, well, I have a family. Okay, so you can't focus on boxing because you're babysitting your babies. All right, respect to you, but you got to pick a struggle, man. You can't click my link just to have a blind argument, and then when I start asking you real questions, your response is, well, I ain't got time to do that. I got a job. I got kids.
What are you talking about? Talk to me when you get the facts and you're ready to have a conversation, brother. Talk to me when you're ready to have a conversation. Look at the hate. Look, you don't like Devin till he gets his ish knocked off. That's what you're wishing. And all I'm saying is, can somebody knock his ish off? Because nobody's doing it. Keyshawn not doing it. Shakur's not doing it. Teofimo Lopez not doing it. Tank Davis not doing it. Boots Ennis not doing it. Dev got to go all the way to 54 to try and fight a unified champion because nobody from 47 down to 40, and he was at 35 undisputed, nobody wants to do it. So you just revealed who you are with that. Have I ever said, now let me ask y'all a question, guys. Have I ever said anything remotely close to this about any of Devin's contemporaries? Oh, you're going to say that until he gets his ish knocked off. Do I wish that on Tank? No. Tank fan says he beats Devin. What did Drew say? Okay, can he do it? Oh, Keyshawn going to beat up Devin. Okay, can he do it? Oh, Shakur going to style on Devin. Okay, can he do it? Oh, Teofimo Lopez will beat Devin. Okay, can he do it? Boots will style on Devin. Can he do it? And what do we know? Is there not a list? Everybody I said was on that list. And they say everything but fight. Piff, you're not qualified. You exercise your right to remain silent. You're just a hater, bro. And there you go. Wrenches, do what you do. Have a good day, Piff. Take care of your babies. All right, but you're a hater. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. And get where it's therapeutic for you. You just hate Devin. Devin is the best in the world, and he's proven it. And you're just a hater. I don't know if the woman you love is infatuated with another light-skinned dude that look like him. I don't know what it is. You're infatuated with inactive squad. I don't know what it is. But this right here, that's feminine. And you're 43 years old doing this. And I think you're black. I think you're black. You just justified Ryan Garcia taking steroids or a ped to beat Devin. And you're celebrating that? Dude, I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. See, I want y'all to understand this. We have turncoats in our ranks. Let me be very clear. Who was the first person to accuse Ryan Garcia of taking steroids? Chris Legg in that super chat, he says, some appreciation for your patience with motherfuckers that don't know ish about boxing. Hey, I tried, Chris Legg. Chris Legg, that's your picture? I'm so sad that a white man has to come in and see all this black dysfunction. Super Mac time, salute, brother. Michael Ray, Anthony, what up? Anybody that's non-black, I apologize that y'all got to come here and see niggas. I'm sorry, man. But I call it straight down the middle. I don't like niggas. There's black people, and then there's knuckle-dragging, hairy back, big lip monkey niggas. I can't. Thank you. Tank Davis was the first person to say, hey, Ryan cheated. Ryan cheater. And I said, he is? Word? And you know what I said leading up to that fight? I said, hey, man, look, if he thinks that kid's cheating, this is the dirt bag business. So you know what? I stand with Tank. Put him on those drug tests. Now all that extra stuff. Oh, Michael Ray, incidentally, Sunday, me and Stormy, we're gonna do a whole show on that. Did y'all see Lisa McClellan, Gerald McClellan's sister, talk to Andre Ward? Did y'all see that? Don't miss Sunday's show.
I seen that, brother.
You saw that, brother? You saw what?
Yeah.
You saw what dude revealed about Nigel Ben's camp? Said straight to her?
Oh, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been knowing about that story for a long time. I'm gonna tell you another one too. You remember Michael Thompson before you
Yes,
bang?
I do. Yes, I do.
One shot and this basically ended the brother, man. You know, messed him up all over. But yeah, the band, yeah, he's been known for being a dirty fighter, man. You see what he did to Gerald McCullough. I'm gonna tell you some other stuff about that story too. You may be familiar with it. He was with Don King at that particular time. Now, if you remember, the G-Man started his career off with Emmanuel Stewart. Don King made this brother drop Emmanuel Stewart and go with a Don King trainer. See, Don King known for doing that because Don King liked to keep all the money in the house, you know, and call, you know, his nephew and all them stuff. He puts everybody on the payroll. Long story short, Gerald gets hurt, right? So Don King basically told the man that he laid down like a dog and showed no compassion to the brother or nothing. You know, just mistreated him, you know what I mean? And we all know what happened to Gerald McCullough, which is unfortunate. I think the brother, he's still suffering, if I remember correctly. I don't think he's passed on yet.
No, he hasn't. And she's been taking care of him full time. The fact that we're gonna cover it on Sunday because things like that is what I'm talking about. This is why I'm so rough on this crap in the game. This is why. You know, and for a black man, I think Piff was black. I think he was. I think for him to say this, you don't say this and say you're not a hater.
Well, even that fool Alexander Povetkin, he was a freaking juice head for years.
He popped like 5 times, bro.
Yeah,
he
for
popped
years.
like 5 times.
He's supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight Deontay Wilder. He popped dirty then. He's been on that stuff his whole career. When he fought Anthony Joshua, he was hitting Anthony Joshua with some bombs. He about to knock this dude out, man. I said, he about to knock AJ out. He was cleaning him up.
Man,
you know what I mean? On that juice, man.
I'm gonna tell you something else. Xavier, salute. I'm gonna tell you something else, brother. I know somebody that that knows Alexander Povetkin's family, and he's Russian, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you who it is. He was on my show. Remember the Russian translator that used to be on HBO? Slim guy with the bald head, white guy.
I believe so. Yes, sir.
Okay, he lives in the Bronx. All right, that's a buddy of mine. He grew up with Alexander. Alexander's father is like a Russian crime lord. And he could fight a little bit, but all the opportunities he got was under the table. You know what I'm saying? Vasily, thank you, Xavier. Vasily, that's my guy. He told me all about him. He says, I know Alexander, like, you know, personally. He said he could fight a little bit, but all these opportunities he get, he said, that's money, man. I said, well, what do you mean? He says, man, his fucking father's like a syndicate leader. I was like, what? He said, yeah, man, don't nobody fuck with Alexander like that. He get all those opportunities because I was all muscle. His words, not mine. That was all muscle. That's what he meant, muscle. I said, shit. You see what I mean? So for I guess this dude, what, he gonna tell me Piff gonna say he's not black? Bro, when you say shit like this, you're justifying Ryan Garcia's racist ass. I bet you if I pulled you back up here, you'd say, hey, how do you know he's racist? You're an apologist for this guy? Bro, I don't even want to talk to you, bro. Stay off my channel, man. Stay off my channel. King Judah, salute, brother. How are you?
Man, what's going on, bro? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You got to talk a little louder if you can, brother.
Yeah. So, man, the reason I came up today, bro, I was listening to you just now, but I listen. I know you seeing what I'm seeing, bro. You know, they don't want to give Devin credit for what this guy actually doing in boxing. But I think we, as Haney fans and as real boxing fans, bro, we have a duty to go about this the right way. Because see, for years, you know, we have been telling people that we respected this guy's potential. And when Devin, even though he kept proving it, you know, they put us on a defensive to defend what shouldn't be defended. I think where we at right now is, because I said this before he fought Brian Norman, and I stand on this and I see it happening. Before Devin beat Brian Norman, I said if Devin come back after they said he was finished and beat Brian Norman, he is going to flip the boxing world on his head to the point where they cannot recover. So that means all of the detractors and the people who've been spitting nonsense for years, their nonsense, I told it was going to multiply. You see what I'm saying? They wasn't going to go back on the nonsense. It's going to multiply to the point where it makes no sense. Now every debate with them, it starts from a place of a lie from the very beginning. Now they don't even pretend to have a conducive conversation with you. They come in just to hate on Devin, just to vex you, because what they are watching what they never wanted to see, Drew. They never think about this, Drew. Everywhere I go, I tell people this. I remember when Devin, Tank, and Shakur first stepped on the scene. Devin was the one that they because he was so young, because they felt like he wasn't as polished, right? He was the one they never expected to take the spotlight first. They didn't have a problem with Devin as long as they thought Tank and Shakur were going to have better accolades than him. It wasn't until they saw the reverse. Now, instead of them doing the logical thing and getting behind the guy who was more apt and had more heart to go get what he wanted, they shitted on him. They said, well, he can't do it. He's not gonna be able to do it. He's not gonna do it. You remember when when you saw Craig going to get that girl, he said he ain't gonna get it. I hope he don't get it. I hope he don't get it. That's what they did to Devin. That's what they did to Devin. So now, Drew, let me tell you something. The chickens have come home to roost. Devin Haney, right? The same thing, bro. Bill said something. I seen it. It's crazy. He said ever since Devin was little, he said, because if y'all don't, I don't know what interview it was, but it was the build up of Brian Norman and Devin. He said Debo. He said, bro, if you got any kind of bitch in you, Debo gonna get it out you. He said Devin been like that, and I used to joke about that. I say, bro, why do people always start acting strange when Devin get around? Bill Haney said Devin has a way of bringing out weakness in people, bro. Real talk. That man said that. And I can see it. I can see it whether it's his opponents or people that don't like him. You will watch people who are normally composed, well articulated, composed, people that speak with logic. You will watch them get emotional, irrational, and illogical when Devin Haney is brought up.
Wait, hold on, King. Hold on, King. You said something that's so true inside and outside the ring. Is that not what we saw in New York with Tiger Johnson?
Yeah. Same thing.
Does a professional fighter worth millions? And I'm going to assume that Tiger Johnson is floating around. He probably touched $1 million in total. But was that the behavior of a professional, in your opinion?
It wasn't, bro. Like, listen, if they get irrational. Roelly Romero, we know Roelly Romero is he's slow. He on the spectrum, right? But we know it's certain things that fighters don't say, or they don't say it in a certain way. We know fighters duck all the time. We know fighters are openly admit a duck, but they know how to say it to make it not sound like a duck. Roelly Romero was asked about Devin before this last, before the last couple of days. Well, now we know that there's a fight that may happen, and he got to the point where he just simply said, they asked him, well, why don't you want to fight Devin? He said, I just simply don't want to. Who says that? What fighter says that? Teofimo Lopez told the whole world. Let me get this out real quick, Drew. Teofimo Lopez told the whole world that, of course they, they were gonna let Cambosis beat me because if I would have won, I was gonna drop all the belts and make it harder for Devin to become undisputed.
That's right. You sure did say that. I have the video. I have all of it. Piff is backstage. Y'all want to talk to him?
I mean, it's cool.
Coach, you want to talk to him? Well, I'll bring him up.
To attack. You step ready to go.
Very loud back there.
No disrespect to you, good brother. No disrespect to the elders. You see what I'm doing right now, good brother? I'm educating myself.
There's a lot of noise in the background, brother.
Yeah, because I'm watching the Devin Haney highlights. I'm educating myself. So, yes, I come out of black womb. I'm a little light-skinned. I'm sorry. But
you gotta apologize for being light-skinned.
No. I'm just telling you, good brother, don't paint no picture. I'm telling you that what I seen, it ain't showed me nothing, good brother. That's all I'm saying, good brother. Now I'm on the laptop. I'm on the laptop watching Haney highlights to see what you're talking about.
What are you looking for?
What you talking about? You said this guy's great.
Well, I asked you.
You said this guy's great.
I asked you.
You said this guy's great, so I want to see his great. So I went on. I pulled the laptop out, and I went on there, and I try to educate myself. This is
Terrific. And I said Devin Haney's a Hall of Fame fighter, and you can't refute that at all.
I'm trying to educate. That's what the noise you heard.
Okay, well that's good, but you know all the fighters that you're putting in place.
This white boy chasing his ass around the ring. That's what I'm looking at right now.
You know, but all of those fighters you just said, Keyshawn Davis, Shakur, they don't compare to that.
They're aggressive.
They don't compare. All right, they're aggressive. How come
they're
Keyshawn,
aggressive?
Well, Piff, how come Keyshawn? Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening to you, sir. Yeah.
Okay. How come Keyshawn couldn't aggressively jump into the WBO rankings to try and fight Devin next?
Aren't they scheduled?
No, they're not.
They're not?
No.
That's projected?
What?
Is it projected?
What do you mean what?
In the future, are they projected to fight?
Brother, let me run it down for you what happened, because it's clear you don't know. Okay.
Thank you. Educate me, bro.
The last fight that Keyshawn Davis had was against Jermaine Ortiz.
All right.
Keyshawn beat him. It was a great fight to watch. It was a great win. It was a good win for Keyshawn. I give it to him.
Was it an awesome performance?
Against a subpar opponent, yes. I like Jermaine Ortiz, but I'll give Keyshawn credit. I'm not discrediting him. But did you know that he did not have to fight Jermaine Ortiz that night? Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Okay, you know he could have fought Devin Haney that night.
Why did he choose not to?
Exactly. Why he chose not to. That's my point. He chose not to. It wasn't Devin. He told Bill, yeah, we're going to fight, we're going to fight. Bill found out at the last minute he chose to fight Jermaine Ortiz. They say everything but fight. The opportunity was there. Now, I'm not saying Devin washes everybody and he smokes them out. I do think he wins, but these are all tough fights. The problem is Devin put out a list, and everybody on that list, with the exception of the king, Brian Norman Jr., everybody ducked Devin. Everybody on that list. Keyshawn's on that list. Shakur's on that list. Tank Davis on that list.
I'm
on that list. Now, I want to address something else you said.
What did I say, bro?
What was this about Ryan Garcia and steroids?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He couldn't defend himself at all. He was looking like a crackhead out there, like he stole a pack.
The man was on steroids.
Bro, are you serious? He like he was fighting the Hawk.
I'm serious. He was on steroids. What are we talking about?
I don't know what steroids do. Do it make you 2 times a man?
Stop. You don't know what steroids do? Then you're not qualified to talk to me about it.
All right, do you know what steroids do?
Yes, I do.
Explain it to me.
Holy cow.
Bro, this dude can't be 43 years old, bro.
Bro.
I never took steroids.
Bro, there's something called a ban list. Why do you think there's certain drugs on a ban list? What do you think a ban list means?
Okay, I seen Barry Bonds and all that shit. He said he went up a shoe size. The motherfucker blew up.
Okay, but what is performance enhancement drugs? What does that sound like? Yeah, it's gonna make you bigger. It's gonna make you stronger. I understand that. Let's keep it simple. Ryan Garcia was on a performance enhancement drug. It was on the ban list, and he came in overweight, and Devin still agreed to fight him for the sake of saving the event.
So the weight make your punch heavier?
I can't believe we're having this conversation, bro.
Bro, let me put it in something that's simple. Bro. I like cars. You know, I'm a truck driver by trade, and I like to race cars. A performance enhancer will be equivalent of me telling you, sir, I don't know your name, but if I say, hey, let's race for 5 bands, right? But we're gonna give you a 6-cylinder Honda, right? But you're gonna have to race me in my V8 Mustang. That's the difference.
You understand, Piff?
Yeah, I understand that. This last fight he just had, I watched that Garcia fight. That nigga like he was on steroids still. Straight up.
Wait, hold on. Who look like they on steroids?
That last fight he just had, Garcia?
Yeah.
Wasn't he fighting a champion?
He talking about Ryan on steroids,
You
Drew.
said Ryan looked like he was on steroids?
Did he just fight a champion?
No. I'm trying to be clear on what you're saying. You said Ryan looked like he was on steroids, right?
Yeah.
He was. He was on a
He was.
performance enhancement drug, brother.
Okay, I'm talking about this next fight he just had. They let him come back, right?
Yeah, of course he was on steroids in that fight.
That's what I'm talking
He
about.
didn't do testing.
He beat the fuck out that boy in
Wait, hold on. So Ryan's
Sorry,
a cheater.
sorry.
So
Let me
Ryan's a
put
cheater, yes? So Ryan's a cheater, yes?
He's supposed to be a champion. He couldn't do nothing.
No. Answer the question, brother. Ryan is a cheater because he was caught. You know he was caught, right?
Yeah, he's a cheater. I'm not promoting Ryan, bro.
Oh, so you're not promoting Ryan?
No.
Okay.
No, what I'm saying is a professional should always be able to defend themselves, no matter if.
All right, check this out. You've had a fist fight before in your life?
Yes, sir. All my life.
Okay.
Stop lying.
No, wait. Chill.
All
Right,
right,
no. Wait, hold on. So you had fist fight in your life. What happens when you knuckle up and dudes start punching on you? You know, that's knuckles under his glove. Something that's happening. Like this dude's punching kind of hard. He got some shit in his glove. What happens if dudes start punching on you and his punches don't feel right? And then you realize he got brass knuckles under his gloves. Is that a fair one?
I come from a wrestling state, so I'm going to take you from the cuff of your pants. And I'm
great.
I come from a wrestling state. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take you from the cuff of your fucking pants.
Punching on you.
Yeah, I'm a 12 floor your ass. If you don't knock me out, I'm a 12 floor your ass. And then when we get to the ground, it's gonna be a problem.
You can't learn when you're talking. I asked you a question. If he start punching on you, and you figure out he got brass knuckles underneath his gloves. Is that a fair one?
No, it's not a fair one.
Okay, great. That's what happened in boxing, brother. That's what got Gerald Sterling fucked up. That's what got Devin Haney fucked up. That's what got Deontay Wilder fucked up. And the list goes on and on.
Let me say this.
I believe that because I see the dent in my man head and Wilder head. I see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
he hit him with something.
There was an attempt.
That wasn't Smith.
There was an attempt on Devin Haney's life, and that was proven. Okay, Ryan was tried, convicted, and when he was caught, he blamed George Floyd.
Yeah.
That was some. I understand, bro. I'm pro-black, bro. I was raised by the Nation of Islam, bro. Like, you
really?
Gotta speak to me. You ain't gotta speak that way towards me. Like.
Well, listen. I want to put it another way that's more biological. What steroids? The difference between steroids. I take it that if you say you was from the hood, I take it that you had fist fights before.
Yeah,
right? You may have brothers, right? So let me put this. I use this analogy a lot to explain steroids. So just imagine if you had a cousin or a brother that may have been 3 years older than you, right? See, when he was, well, let's say 2 years older than you. When he was 8. Well, listen. Well, check this out. When he was 8. Well, let me get it out. When he was 8 and you were 6, he probably beat you up more often than that, but you still stood a chance, right?
Right, I understand.
But the difference would be when he made 13 and you were still 11 and he hit puberty, you couldn't do nothing with him at all.
At all.
That's the difference. That's what steroids do.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
You said you was raised by the nation?
I was raised around the nation.
But you're not Muslim?
No, I'm not. I was raised in a Baptist church, and then I read a lot. So no, I don't. Yeah.
But you know, Devin is Muslim.
I didn't know Devin was Muslim.
Yeah, Devin is Muslim. I just want to let you know that.
I told you I don't follow the guy. Okay, but I'm watching the highlights right now. I'm educating myself. Hold on now. Let me educate myself, and then I can speak. Then I can speak right.
It's in bad faith to degrade the brother on a channel.
I just said he ain't show me nothing. That's all I said, bro.
He can't show you nothing when you're not looking, and then you can't even tell me anything proper about his opponents. I'm gonna let Coach Hudson speak, and I'm gonna let Steve Elder Max speak. Coach, go ahead, brother.
Can you hear me, brother?
I hear you, Coach. Go ahead.
So what we're dealing with? Hey, Drew, do me a favor and cancel all the background noise.
Okay, I'm gonna mute everybody's mic. Mute everybody's mic. Go ahead, brother.
It messed up my train of thought. Appreciate you, brother. So salute and peace to everybody on the panel. You know, I gotta say this to the family. Peace to everybody in the chat. The Lord has a conversation with the enemy in the scriptures. And what we can learn from the scripture is, since you know we're speaking on the teachings and we're speaking on the nation, you know that the teachings show us that you don't keep trying to have dialogue with a devil when they show you that there is no truth in what they say, when they show you that they are purposely being willfully ignorant and disingenuous. Now, I've been sitting here listening, and this is what I've been noticing over the last few weeks. Since Ryan Garcia beat Barrios, I have been seeing everyone coming out the woodwork talking about what Devin hasn't done, talking about Devin isn't promotable, talking about Devin doesn't have a decent good win, Devin doesn't have highlight reels. My question here is, how come you all don't do this research if you feel so strongly about that before you come? My question is, how come Devin Haney doesn't get the same grace that everyone else gets? Example, you just asked the brother on the panel who said he came up around the nation. You asked him about Ryan Garcia and the steroid issue. And I was amazed at the grace that was given to Ryan. The brother asked, well, what does steroids do? I didn't know. What does steroids do this? Now, if you can give Ryan all of this grace, who is a cheater, who is a open, well-known, habitual, line-stepping bigot, and you give him that grace, for you as a so-called brother to get on here and talk about your pro-black and this and that. Listen, I like when a man can say, you know what, I just don't like the dude. You cannot talk about you didn't see this and that of Devin Haney when all you have to do is type Devin Haney's name in YouTube and his Loma fight comes up. Type Devin Haney's name in YouTube, his Lil Nara's fights come up, his sparring wars fights come up, his sparring wars with Tank, his sparring wars with Shakur Stevenson. You cannot get up here and lie and say that you have never seen these things unless you just were never looking for it. Now, my next question would be, if you were never looking for it, what inside of you would make you get on a live to degrade another black man if you don't even research it for yourself? Drew, you just typed it in YouTube. Highlights of Devin Haney, and anyone in the chat, you can put highlights of Devin Haney and the highlights come up. See, this is what I'm sick of, and I don't like, because I know we have some guests in the house, I don't like when we have to have these conversations like this in front of people outside of the community. But I have to say it like this: you are being a devil, and you are being willfully devilish when you get on here and try to make all these other excuses, and then you don't have real good evidence to back it up. You praise Keyshawn, you praise Abdullah. How do you not praise Devin Haney? The Devin Haney who didn't go through the Olympics, the Devin Haney who went to Australia twice, the Devin Haney who beat Loma, the Devin Haney who moved up after you all said he was pillow fisted in a weight bully and dropped Regis, the Devin Haney who, after losing to Ryan Garcia and we found out he cheated and you all said he had PTSD, he beat Ramirez, and Ramirez wasn't no bum. Ramirez was a former almost undisputed champion. Then he comes and you all say it's over with. We know Brian Norman Jr. is going to step on Devin Haney, and Devin Haney passed that test as well. I am so sick. This last week, this is what I realized, and I believe in divine timing because I'm usually in the gym around this time. Between Drew Titan and Champside, I feel like I've been watching Matlock and The Exorcism every day, because when I go to Drew's, I see that when you start saying certain things, the spirit that is really inside of you starts coming up. The spirit that's really inside of you, and you all say the same thing. When we start dropping facts, you all always bring up Ryan Garcia. When we start dropping facts, you all start bringing up, well, Devin should have been able to defend himself. And these are from guys who've never been a professional fighter. Then I go to Champ Size, and Champ Size channel, he's holding court. He's bringing up the evidence, and I'm like, damn, I'm watching an episode of Matlock. I'm watching Walker, Texas Ranger. I'm watching Law and Order. I'm watching In Heat of the Night, because those of you who are old enough to remember those shows, when those shows will start off, that wicked criminal, that wicked devil in the beginning of the episodes who was always up to no good, we would see them committing the crime. But by the end of the episode, by the end, that old truth teller, that old detective, that person who reached out to find out what's really going on, puts a magnifying glass on the liar, puts a magnifying glass on the hypocrite, puts a magnifying glass on the COINTELPRO boxing fan. And you see who the devil behind and the puppet master has been this whole time. Listen to me, people. We got to stop this crap. If you don't like Devin because you don't just like him, just say that. Just say you just don't like the brother. But don't get on here acting like his accolades isn't anything and you all praise somebody like Ryan Garcia. Don't act like his accolades aren't anything and you all praise people like Teofimo Lopez and Tyson Fury. Quite frankly, because I know this brother just said he came up around the nation and he came up around the lessons, I don't even want to hear no rebuttal. I don't have nothing to say to this brother. This is what I have to say to this brother. And the last thing I got to say to you, brother, you are completely out of pocket as a 43-year-old man to get on here and drag another brother, Muslim brother at that, and you didn't even look up the facts. You expect me to believe that you haven't looked up any sparring videos? You expect me to believe you haven't looked up the highlights? You get on here trying to praise Arturi Gotti and talk about, well, he's a Hall of Fame fighter, and this brother who in the middle is dealing with all of this racist crap in the sport you speak against? Listen, I told you all, when Bud Crawford beat Canelo and Mind of Mansa Musa and I were speaking on this channel, I said, family, don't hold on to this feeling too long, because as soon as this is over with, we're going to be right back at square one, fighting against each other to stand up and unify on something that should be simple. You don't see the Mexican people coming up on lives dragging their own. You don't see the Ukrainian people dragging Usyk for no reason. You don't see anybody else doing this but us. I'm sick of it, family. And like the Lord said to the enemy, you are a liar, and you are of your father, the devil, a liar and a murderer from the beginning. I land my plane there, brother. I got to get back in the gym. Salute to my brother Drew.
That's our brother Coach Hudson. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to our brother Coach Hudson. I'm gonna take everybody off of mute.
That's crazy, Coach. That's crazy. A picture like that.
Huh? That's crazy. What?
He painted a picture like that. I ain't saying nothing about promoting fucking Garcia. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what it looked like in the chat, bro.
No, good brother. Y'all painted the picture y'all wanted, bro. Fuck him and them steroids, bro. If he cheated, bro. I'm not with that shit. I'm not with that shit.
But you gotta understand the reason why people went left with it was because
I wanted to be educated.
No, it sounded like you wanted to be wrong.
Yeah, I asked the
brother. See, that's the problem right there. You asked me a question. I'm trying to elaborate, and you're talking.
Okay, go ahead. I'm not trying to talk over you. Go ahead.
All right. Well, it sounded like you wanted to be wrong and strong.
No, bro. No, not at all.
I'm gonna finish my statement, brother. All right. We're talking. Well, actually, the purpose of today's show is Devin Haney throwing the PBC a bone, and Roelly's a sacrificial lamb because Roelly had nowhere to go. You came into the chat talking down on Devin, and I had to stop what I was doing to figure out what was that about.
I was uneducated on Devin. I was uneducated on Devin.
A lot of people that talk down on Devin so happen to look like Devin. We're all black.
No, that ain't it. That's not it. That's not it at all. I just was uneducated on his skill.
Okay, but you're not educated, but you talk about who can beat him, but you're not educated on the fighter. Where does that make sense?
Well, the new hotness usually get camera, bro. That's what I was saying, bro.
Wait, say that again.
The new hotness usually get camera time.
But how long has Keyshawn been around as opposed to Devin Haney?
Right, but he get more camera time.
That's a negative.
That's not true.
Yo, let me say this. Let me tell you how I pick up on this dude. At first, when I first heard him come on here, I thought he was just a troll. You know what I mean? I thought he was somebody that really hated Devin. But from listening to him, but after listening to him, I'm gonna tell you what's going on. He's somebody who he likes boxing. He's not a diehard. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said, "Oh, such and such gets more camera time." What he's doing, he's falling victim to the narratives. So now he's coming to you, to somebody who got the facts. But you know, he only going off the narratives, and I'm trying to be respectful to this dude. I don't want to say nothing because I don't feel like he's been disrespectful, right? But the thing is, what you got to understand, brother, what you're doing is no different than somebody. Man, right? They'll tell you that player A is better than player B and they only watched highlights. How could you tell a dude that watched every game, knows every situation, knows all the tendencies of both players that you
right? I understand that. I understand that. Because his highlights are better. I understand. I understand what you're saying, brother.
So, and I want to say this before I pass it back. I think I heard you say that Keyshawn is getting more camera time, but did you know that Keyshawn admitted that he is only saying Devin Haney's name because of the clout? What you don't realize is the attention that Keyshawn is getting, he's getting it from Devin Haney. He's getting it from saying Devin Haney's name.
They all do.
So they got hip hop beef.
And that's the problem, and that's what I was trying to explain to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I was trying to explain to you, Pip. All of these guys clout chasing. Do you know Keyshawn? I said it before. He called out Devin's name after his last fight, and I said, "Well, cool, run it." The winner between Shakur and Tio was supposed to call out Devin. This dude calls out Conor Ben. Keyshawn calls out Devin. Then come to find out, he didn't even try to get into the rankings at 147. So I said, all of that, you know, going to the block where they film Friday, all of that's cool, but did he actively try and pursue Devin Haney? No. And I knew, and everyone else knew, that he didn't have to fight Jermaine Ortiz that night. He could have been fighting Devin that night. So that's why we're saying Keyshawn's full of crap. Let me read these super chats real quick, and I'm gonna throw it to Steve Bell.
I just want to point something out. You see how, as men, y'all educated me. We ain't have to fall out.
No, I mean,
y'all educated me. That's all I wanted, bro. We ain't fall out. Y'all taught me something. I was ignorant to a fact or something. Thank y'all.
All right, fair enough. For our sniper in that super chat, he says, "Salute to you, Drew, chat, and the mighty LDPC. Shout out to the Patreon club. I appreciate you, for our sniper. Thank you so much." Brandon, I appreciate that. Back in the super chat, he says, Ryan was on 2 banned substances. WBC knew he failed the test and still allowed Ryan to fight. They knew Ryan was juice. I got a lot to say about the WBC. A whole lot. I'll never get off that bumper.
Like he was juice when he whooped that champion.
Yeah, because
they're all corrupt, brother. They're all corrupt. Every last one of them. Yep. Every last one of them. Skywalk in that super chat, my brother, he says, you don't need to know what steroid is. What steroids do. Just know that in every sport, whether it's high school, college, professional, it's not allowed and it's illegal. Real shit. Smoke and Talk podcast, real Baltimore in the building. Go follow my brother. He's a reaction channel. Smoke and Talk. He said, "What's up, y'all? Salute to the panel, Drew. What we doing? We cooking, baby." That's the fam right there. JB, my brother, in that super chat. He says, "Hopefully that lost sheep finds his way home." Salute, man. Salute to JB, my brother. Salute. My brother Freedom's watching that super chat. Salute, man. Salute to you, good brother. Thank you so much. Let me go to Steve L. to Mac. Then we're gonna go to Insane. Then we're gonna go to Village, brother. Steve L. Salute.
Drew, can you just mute him for a minute real quick because he got too much background noise.
Oh wait, okay. Piff, I'm gonna put you on mute real quick because I know you're driving. I'm gonna put you on mute real fast. Go ahead,
It's
Steve.
like I was gonna come in and go hamster on dude, but I'm gonna just leave it at that, bro. He shouldn't be on the panel. He should just be back there sitting and taking notes, bro. Because everything you ask him, he don't answer. He don't know nothing. He should be in the seat, just listening.
Well,
That's
you
it,
know,
bro.
we find that a lot in the boxing community. You know, somebody could come into the sport, and it's okay to take a liking to a fighter because you like their style. But after a while, we know better. You know, I'll say,
Yeah.
okay, you know, he's fighting this one type of fighter and he's looking outstanding. But what happens when he fights someone that fights this way or fights that way? And where we go wrong is when we say, hey, I want to see the fighter fight this new style or this other type of style. That's when you separate yourself because that fighter develops a cult following where he could do no wrong. And that's when you find out, hey, I'm a supporter of the sport, not a supporter of the individual fighter. I could like an individual fighter, but I'll pull back when that fighter's not doing right by me, like Tank Davis. I said, that's great. He's beating up these Mexicans and these dudes that don't move. But, man, I need to see him challenged because I think he's the goods. I want to see him beat Lomachenko, and we never got that. Orlando Salido got to go in there and snatch a dub from a Loma. And I said, why can't Tank do that? And then more and more, I watched Tank. And then when Floyd Mayweather said what he said, when he said, hey, man, you know, Loma got to fights because he old, and we're going to be making 8-figure, 9-figure paydays. And I'm like, hold on, man. That's not what I watched the sport for. I want to see this kid challenge because I think he's the goods. And then 6 years later, we're here with this nonsense. He's fighting girls in the club and he's ducking fights. And I'm like, man, this dude ain't real. This dude ain't official. You feel me? I don't like that crap, man. But we become the villains when we point that discrepancy out. It's disgusting. So I'm tired of it.
No, Drew. Oh, my bad. Real
I'm
quick
tired of
before you pass it, brother, I wanted to piggyback off what you said about Floyd, but you remember when he told him, yeah, man, if you keep talking, I'm going to put you in there with Loma. Bro, for a
Hey, I
fighter
was
to be
gonna bring that up
able to
too.
with another fighter,
It's time. Remember that?
that let me
It's
know
time.
that's when I knew. That's when I knew Tank wasn't what they said he was. Because think I always
Is
use
everybody
this
still there?
analogy.
Is my thing messed up?
Could you imagine? Could you
Can y'all hear
imagine?
me?
Could you
Yeah, we
imagine
can
Bill
go.
Haney? Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
But could you
cool. I can
imagine
only
Bill
hear me,
Haney
though. I can't hear
trying
nobody
to
else.
threaten Devin? Could you imagine Bill Haney trying to threaten Devin with a fight? That
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
work
go
because
out and
Devin
come
gonna
back
tell him to
in.
sign the contract.
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Now, insane. We can hear you.
He can't hear us though, Drew.
Oh, okay. Nah.
Well, let me say
King
that
Julius,
again before I pass.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Can y'all imagine what it would look like if Bill Haney threatened Devin with a fight? Yo, you better do what I tell you to do, or the Lomachenko fight's next. I think it's time. Man, the internet would have went crazy. And guess what?
But I'm just talking about the reaction from Devin, though. The reaction from Devin, we're gonna be signing. Send me the contract then.
Give me the contract. Yeah, exactly. Because he's like that. Salute to my brother Troy Well in that super chat. He said, salute, big bro, to the panel, man. Salute to you, good brother.
I can hear everybody now. Is it on
Okay.
me yet?
Yo, go ahead. Then we're going to go to
Man.
Village, brother. Go ahead.
Salute to everybody on the panel, all my brothers, especially my brother Stephen L. and me, Zach, with all the white girls in the B, Zach.
Already.
You know. I just wanna make 2 points here. To the dude that came in, I'm not gonna give you grace. Nigga, you are a troll. You came in here trolling, and niggas gave you a good tongue lashing, and you have no comebacks and nothing to say. Once a troll, always a troll. I give you no respect, no grace, no anything. You're in the troll circle. You with Mag 7 and the rest of them. Then as I move on, I want to talk about Roelly for a little bit, just a little bit. I want to say how Roelly is a great fighter. Roelly has great power. Roelly has excellent footwork. Roelly has an excellent left and right hook, and Roelly can control a fight.
Yep.
Roelly is a champion, a two-time champion, a two-division world champion.
Yep.
Talk to him.
Roelly's have had 2 stumbles in the past, yes, but he lost to one of the greater fighters within Tank Davis, and he lost to Isaac Pitbull Cruz, which he stumbled because he was dealing with weight issues. But at 147, Roelly looks amazing. He beat the guy with the fastest left and right hook in the business, Ryan Garcia. He outhooked him, so that makes Roelly #1. And by Ryan Garcia beating the #1 welterweight and Mario Barrios, Tim Bradley said this, and a couple other dudes said that Mario Barrios was #1. when Roelly beat Ryan and Ryan beat him. So that makes Roelly better than Ryan. So that makes Roelly the second best welterweight in the division.
Yep.
Now, if Roelly happens to beat Devin Haney, we're gonna praise and sing Roelly's names to the high heavens. This is what we're gonna do. But if Devin happens to beat the crayon eating, glue sniffing Roelly Romero, we have to give Devin credit because he beat a faster left and right hook than Ryan Garcia, a ring general, a 2-division world champion, and a guy with SSI strength.
Shut
Yo.
the fuck up, nigga.
We had no.
Shut up.
Hold on, brothers. Let me. I'm almost done here. Now, Roelly Romero got hands of stone. Like the boy can knock something out. Now he has had a little mishaps and things like that, but Roelly he's on the ring pound for pound welterweight list. He's a little lower than I want him to be, but he beat Ryan, and Ryan beat the best welterweight. So Roelly is up there. So when Devin, if Devin beats Roelly, we're gonna have to give him credit. I don't want to hear Roelly was trash. I don't want to hear Roelly was never good. I do not want to hear that same way y'all did Brian Norman. I do not want to hear it. We're gonna give Roelly his credit, and we're gonna give Roelly his credit now. Roelly is a great champion, and he's one of the top welterweights in the division. And Devin Haney is fighting another killer.
Yup.
And I have one more thing to
Facts.
say before I land my plane. That dude is a troll. He knew what he was doing.
Yup.
He does this on other channels. He has done this before. He knows exactly who we are, and he know what he's doing. Only thing he learned today was he wasn't as slick as he thought he was. Nigga, you are a troll, bro. You are a troll. Niggas, I'm gonna address you like a troll and disrespect you every time you come around. I do not like trolls, bro. You did not have to troll. You did not have to do what you was doing, but you did it anyway. With
This
that,
nigga
I land my plane.
don't know nothing about boxing, but he like boxing, bro.
Damn.
Don't know daddy, don't know nothing, bro. It's like I was on the same thing, cuz, but I was like, man, I'm gonna just chill out, bro. Because coach took it over for me. I was like, you know, he calmed me down, bro. For real. He put in words that better than I can.
I mean, I've learned to maintain patience and let people talk. And it didn't take long to figure out that he didn't know what we know. And he says he's getting himself, I mean, he fell off, but he says he's getting educated. So,
He's 43 years old.
Work speaks for itself. Village brother, salute, brother.
Salute. Good morning, panel. Good morning, everybody. So I'm at work right now, so I'm gonna be real quick. So I'm an academic, right? I'm currently in school, and my whole thing, and there's a reason behind this. That my whole thing is that we're told and we're supposed to, do our research, whatever research article I'm looking at. It's not enough for me to look at the abstract. I got to take each part of it, the methods, the conclusion, everything needs to be taken out, and I need to take my time. So why are you watching highlights, sir? Why are you just watching highlights now, sir?
Thank you.
You need to be watching the whole fight so you can see Devin's intelligence within the ring. The highlights ain't gonna do shit. I'm sorry if I can't curse. Highlights aren't gonna give you enough. They're highlights. That's literally what it's in the name, right? So you gotta take your time with all the with the fights. You gotta look at his footwork. You gotta look at his punch placement. You gotta look. Come on now. What are we doing? And you want to talk about. You want to have an intelligent conversation with highlights, bro. You better get the fuck out of here.
See what I mean?
Get the fuck out of here. That boxing is too much of a mess for you to just base your knowledge on just highlights, bro. That's it. That's all I gotta say. I'll see y'all later.
Salute, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. I appreciate that, village brother. This is a testament to what goes on today, and this is also social media is a blessing and it's also a curse. One of the best examples I can give you guys is the LeBron James Michael Jordan argument. It's slowly tilting towards where it's supposed to be. Everyone's talking about highlights. Right now, I just found out on YouTube, there's a bunch of Gen Zs changing their minds about who's the GOAT. But the problem is they're watching highlights. And I'm like, I'm in the chat. I don't falls on deaf ears. You still can't determine who's the GOAT by watching highlights. There's only one video that I saw. It's like 40 minutes long, where this brother breaks down stats wise, and he gives you numbers as to why Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. It's not even close.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Is it you know the one I'm talking about? This brother broke it down.
It was detailed,
Me,
bro.
it's
It was
Kobe Bryant.
detailed to the
It
point
was
where
so
you
detailed.
can't. But no, listen. This guy broke it down in detail. You cannot argue. He basically showed you the stuff that Jordan was doing. You cannot argue that no other player was better than him.
Yeah,
He
can y'all
was
hear
even
me?
showing what.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear you now. Okay, yeah. Everything just went silent. I didn't know what was going on.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he broke it
But
down.
Kobe
in
is the
detail,
GOAT to me. I'm
you
sorry.
can get it. I got you, bro. But like I said, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, me personally, right? I know Jordan is the GOAT. My favorite player personally is Dwayne Wade, so I don't have a dog in the fight.
I hear
But
something in the background, but I'm not sure if somebody talking.
No,
I can honestly say that Jordan is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But you can get it back, Drew. I just wanted to chime in.
Yeah. You know, everyone can have a favorite player. It's like you can have a favorite fighter. You know what I mean? But when you line up facts, data, and statistics, it's okay. But the truth is in the numbers. But you know, even the numbers don't tell the full tale. I just tell these Gen Z kids, you had to have been there. You had to watch. The stats don't tell. You know, even a shitty game, Jordan's doing better statistically wise. A shitty game, Mike's doing better than LeBron. And plus, if I'm going off of all highlights, I can't tell you what's coming across my algorithm on Instagram. Shit, I'm not even asking for. Every time I turn around, LeBron is not getting back on defense. He's flying into the fifth row. No one's touching him. It's like, what's going on here, man?
Can I add to that, Drew? And me being a Lakers fan. Go ahead.
No, go ahead,
Yeah,
Coach.
just to add to that, Jordan. Not only that, I mean, look, man. Dominique Wilkins, my favorite player. You know, I love Dominique. That's my guy, man. You know what I mean? But Jordan, like I say, he had the ability to elevate his teammates. Excuse me. Make them play better. Make them play better than they were. You know what I mean? Like put pressure on them. He put pressure on those guys that made them perform.
When you got Hall of Fame players saying, nah, this nigga Mike was different. When you got top 50 Hall of Fame players saying that, that's a problem. And the only person that came close to that with that dog mentality was Kobe.
And you're right about that. It was
Well,
Kobe
hey,
being
let me say
Bryant and
this.
Michael Ray. You don't know nothing about basketball, so please stop talking about it.
Right,
But
hey,
LeBron
let me
James,
say this real
I'm
quick.
so sick. I'm
Hey,
so
let me-
sick of LeBron James, and I'm a Laker fan, die hard through and through, and I love what LeBron has done for the game. But when the game is past you, not playing defense, taking bad shots. I mean, you were great in your prime, but right now, I think the Lakers just need to let you go next year, and let's get a different power forward. I like the body of work LeBron James has put together. I really have, you know what I'm saying? But I believe Bean is the GOAT to me, and right behind 1A, 1B, Kobe or Jordan, you can interchange it. It doesn't really matter. But when you hear these kids today, like Michael Ray talk about Kobe wasn't close to Jordan neither. Like, bro, you don't even watch basketball.
That's
Even
crazy.
saying something like that, you don't watch
I give
basketball.
Kobe so much credit, but let me ask you a question. How many times Kobe lost in the finals, brother?
Twice.
Okay, there you go.
Well, Kobe
How many
also
times
had
did he win, though?
Wait.
Hold on,
My
wait, I
thing,
got you. Hold on.
my thing
How many
is,
times did he win, though? I'm almost, let me land this. How many
Yeah,
times
go
did he
ahead.
win, though?
That's not my question, though.
How many times did LeBron lose in the finals, though?
Oh,
How about
that's
Scott-
great.
how about Scotty? Scottie Pippen.
Not even in conversation.
Scotty, but here's a goddamn conversation. You take Scottie Pippen away from Jordan, what do we have now? It's up
That's
for
a
debate.
fact.
Scottie Pippen.
Wait, hold on. We might not have 6, but they'll have 2 or 3.
But Kobe got this. Kobe got him without Shaquille O'Neal, and for the young man
No,
Michael
Kobe a
again,
dog.
That's
for the
real
young
shit.
man Michael Ray
That's
again.
real. Kobe
not-
is
but
the
listen, what I
dog,
wanna
bro.
tell y'all-
Kobe's a dog.
Yeah.
He is a dog.
Well, let me say
Kobe
this.
is him.
Let me say this.
Kobe is him, and he
Right,
doesn't
right.
have the
But let
same
me get this
measurements
off though.
as everybody else had. Yes, he was 6'6",
Well, him and
but he didn't have
Jordan
the
was the
hands.
same size.
He didn't have the
Him and
speed. He
Jordan
didn't
was
have
the
the
same
jumping
size.
ability like everybody else. Kobe Bryant worked
Well,
harder than
listen.
everybody else and showed you what hard work can do. Look at the guys in the
Right,
NBA
but let me
that
get this
paved
off. Let me
that
get this
Kobe
off,
Bryant
bro.
paved
Like,
the way for. The Kobe guys, the people in
my
different
God.
sports that it was influenced by the Mamba mentality and Kobe Bryant. Yes, we love Mike. We still wear mics today. But do we love mics for the mics that we wear on our feet or for the work that he put in? Because we love Kobe for the work that he put in.
Kobe loves Mike for the work that Mike put in. What are we talking
Yeah.
about here?
Right, no,
Exactly.
right. Because Kobe,
Exactly.
like Kobe said, without him, there's no me. And you can, and I respect that 1000%. But without no Dr. J, there's no Michael Jordan.
Man,
Nah,
bias
that's cool.
too.
But I want to talk about the metric. I want to tell y'all about the metric
So
that
with
the
that being
video
said,
that
I love Kobe.
that
Kobe is my
he must
GOAT
can't
to
hear
me,
me.
and right
He must
behind
can't
him.
hear
Not,
me.
no, right on the
hold
same
on,
pedestal as
Mosaic.
Jordan.
Hold on, Insane. Go ahead, kid.
Yeah, no,
Go
but
ahead,
I
kid.
just wanted to get this off real quick. I want to talk about that video so people who listening who didn't see it, because I told you my favorite player is Dwayne Wade. I don't really have a dog in this fight, right? But I'm gonna tell you the metric that impressed me about Jordan, because when he started the video, when he broke down all of the different metrics that would, make a player good, all of the important stats that you're looking for in a measurement, right? And what he showed was he put them all together and he'll give a percentage. Meaning after your game, he would give a percentage based off the points you had, steals, how many points your opponents scored, the points ratio while you were on the floor versus off the floor, right? Then he'll give you a final grade, and then he'll show what's elite versus what's below elite. But at the end of the video, he showed that Jordan, throughout his entire career, maintained a perfect score throughout his entire career, where people like Kobe may have dipped some games. LeBron may have dipped some games. Tracy McGrady may have dipped some games. He showed that Jordan's level of play was so high throughout his career that he kept that perfect percentage throughout his entire career until he got old.
All right, listen. Let me bring it back to boxing. Let me address this dude. Pugilism. You really trying to get my attention? I'm dropping the link. Today's your day. Pull up. I want to talk to you personally. All right.
And
says
you got. I'm sorry, you got narratives. Said Dominique Wilkins made more 3-pointers than Larry Bird. A lot of people don't know that. I'm gonna stop right there.
That's something. The NBA discussion gets very deep, bro. I can talk about the NBA up until like 2000. I was exhausted by that. The game changed. It got annoying to watch. But Pugilism says Kobe carried MJ torch better than people forcing Floyd's torch to Haney. Haney don't want that Floyd torch. And I'll explain to you why if you pull up, Pugilism.
Because that torch got dim flame on it.
Don't nobody want that fucking Floyd torch. That torch got AIDS on it, bro. What you mean? Floyd's torch is the bitch with the fat ass, but she got AIDS. What has Floyd done? What has Floyd done that's productive for boxing? And how does it stand right now? Because last I checked, Floyd's coming out of retirement to have three rinky-dink fights because his money's back. So please, Pugilism, today's your day. Come on, click the link. I just dropped it. I want to talk to you specifically because you've been like looking for my attention. Well, I'm gonna give it to you today. I'm not gonna block you. I'm gonna give you the attention. Click the link. Let's have a conversation. I want to address what you just said.
One thing Insane left out about Roelly is Roelly with the solid gym too. That's the Cuban school of boxing. Don't forget that. You know what I'm saying?
This is wild work. I'm gonna put it back up here until you pull up, because I want to address exactly that. People forcing. All right, check this out. I don't want no. No. No one's forcing Floyd's torch to Haney. Floyd tried to force that. First of all, Floyd tried to force the torch to Haney, and Haney was like, no. Haney said no.
Bill. Stop playing.
And that's why Floyd is mad, right? So what Floyd did do was give it to Tank. Now tell me where that took him. Where did the Floyd torch take Tank? Because Floyd ain't got no drawers.
Basically,
ain't got no drawers in Al Heyman's house either, but he ain't wearing no drawers in Al Heyman's house. But Floyd ain't got no drawers on his record.
Tank right behind Adrian Broner.
Floyd tried to give the torch to AB, and where'd that get him?
He drunk it away.
That's right. And now Floyd, with that same torch, has to come out of retirement and fight 3 clown fights. Mike Tyson ain't gonna take it easy on him like he did Jake Paul. Mike's gonna try and beat his ass. There ain't gonna be no agreements.
You know why he broke? Because like to buy $18 million watches. I don't think that $18 million.
You know why he broke? Because he has 365 pairs of underwear.
You know why he broke? Because he still at the Gucci store.
That's a lot of draws right there.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. And I'm not kidding about when it came out, he only wears 1 pair of drawers like a year. He don't wear the same drawers every day. Like he don't like wash his drawers.
He don't do laundry.
And throws them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he treats it like a diaper. You
Not me.
understand? So he's disgusting. So when you say people trying to force Floyd's torch to Haney, don't nobody give a fuck about Floyd's torch. We seen what he did with it. It's in the shape of a dildo with herpes on it, with a flame. And he gave it to goddamn AB. AB career is trash now. He gave it to Tank. Tank started beating chicks in the club. Please click the link, bro.
Hey, Drew.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about what you just said right here. Danny, now watch this. Watch this. You know who did pass the torch to Devin? Bud. Uh-oh.
Roger Mayweather.
Uh-oh.
Can I jump in there real fast, Drew? Because I know who passed passed the torch to Haney, and I know a lot of dudes is gonna be upset when I say this. But y'all sit back, strap on your seatbelts, and get ready for this. The only one that passed the torch to Devin Haney was Bill Haney when he passed him his last name and he passed down his legacy. And he extended what Bill did, making them multi-millionaires. I can keep going with the multi. So that's the only torch that was passed to Devin Haney. Anything else he worked hard for. But when you're talking about passing the torch, the guy that he came from, when he gave him his last name, that's the torch that was passed to him.
I rock with that.
Me too.
I rock with that 100%. I rock with that 100%.
Yo, Drew.
Well, pugilism, man. Why we not talking? You come in here to be contrary every day. I extend you a lot of courtesy. You know, you aggravated me the other day, and I timed you out. So now you're here. You're not blocked. You're not blocked. Click the link. Let's talk.
He ain't got his voice box.
Hey, yo, Drew.
Yes, sir. K-Rod, that's you. What's
Hey,
up?
Rod, what up?
Hey, how's it going?
Chilling, man.
K-Rod be calm as hell, bro. Yo, Drew.
Yeah. Yeah, like I just wanted to say, how's everything going? Yeah, like I just wanted to add in, just basically, add on top of that, based off of what Insane said. Yeah, I think Devin's dad really did a very good job with his career, and I think that's the perfect model to be successful. When you have like a father that's there for you, that wants to motivate you to be the best that you can be, then that's the perfect torch that you can be granted from your own father that actually cares about your success. And you have like a parent that wants to see you rise to get to the top. So I think Devin having that particular motivation through Bill shows the type of character of like where the Haneys are at compared to other fighters that just don't have that particular motivation because they come from broken households.
100%. Hey, pugilism. You have to click the link. Let's have a conversation. See now you're trying to word salad me. Do you know that this doesn't work here? I asked you to click the link. You made a statement. I cross-checked your statement. And now you want to go into this rant about what passing the torch is. I want to deal with what you said. You made a statement. And I parried that statement. And I pretty much shut it down. And now you're talking about you can't discredit Floyd. I didn't discredit Floyd. I just told the truth about him. You said people trying to pass the torch to Haney. You saying that Kobe Bryant, no, I'll pull up exactly what you said. You said this. Kobe carried MJ torch better than people forcing Floyd's torch to Haney. And I'm saying Haney don't even want that torch. And I told you why. And I gave you 2 examples, Adrian Broner and Tank Davis. And guess what? Floyd don't even want to pass his torch. He's a hater. Because whenever he thinks someone's going to do better than him, what does he do? He double crosses them. He doubles
it up. So moment of success halfway through round number 3.
Bro, you gotta mute your background, bro.
It's really tight. It turned to the side.
Sit down,
God
bro.
damn. It's mad loud. Piff, you gotta mute your background, bro. And now people talking about Floyd elevated, Oscar influence. They all carrying the torch and passing the blunt of power to boxing. Please don't word salad me. We keep it simple here. What do you mean you can't discredit Floyd? Yes, I can. Because guess what? Floyd was in a position to take over boxing. He had star power. He had money. He could have put all of these fighters, and he could have actually put the sanctioning bodies out of business. Do you know why? Because he said belts just collect dust. We could have rolled with that. Under Floyd, one banner, the best could have fought the best. One face, one name. He could have easily did that. He didn't do it. He got out the game. We're living off his money. Shitting on the people beneath him. God, can please someone go get Kamel Moulton from him before he fucked that kid up. Pugilism. If you're not clicking the link, just say you're not clicking the link because I'm not reading anything else you're saying. Today's the day to have a conversation. Today's the day to have a conversation. Today is the day to have a conversation. I said it 3 times. I said it 3 times. Now, I want y'all to understand. I'm not screaming, I'm not cussing, I'm not yelling. I'm not doing that. I will have a conversation with you. I don't need that. That I don't need. Like how Keyshawn don't need a daddy. We don't need that. I'm not going to scream and curse or whatever. But today's the day to click the link and come up and talk to me. You're still typing. Time this dude out. Time him out. See you tomorrow. Well, I'm not doing a live tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment.
Hey, John, I'm about to head out. I'll see
All right,
y'all.
good, brother.
All right.
Yes, sir. No live tomorrow because I got a doctor's appointment. Pugilism, you're getting timed out. All right.
Is anybody talking?
The next time,
my thing messed up again.
Next time I can hear you. Insane. I can hear you. The next time you talk to me is when I'm clicking the link. When I put in the link in, that's when you speak. Because you're doing all this typing, you're being contrary. I don't know what you're trying to do. But come up here and speak your piece. I've been very respectful. But I bet you if Bill pulled up on me, all y'all be clicking the link though, right? And here's the thing. Most of you niggas, I'm not going to let up here because y'all don't deserve to talk to him because I see what y'all do. Y'all don't deserve to talk to Bill. Bill watching right now. Y'all don't deserve to talk to him. Y'all being here chatting shit. You come in here half educated. You have the biggest opinion about Devin in the world, but you're not educated. Now, pugilism, I extended you all the courtesy. You've been contrary every day you've been on here. Today was your day to have a conversation with me, and you failed, man. You're not even saying you at work or I'm watching the babies or whatever. You're not saying anything. So don't say anything for the rest of the day. I might see you Saturday if I do a Simeon Saturday. You know what I mean? Village brother, you pull back up, brother. What you got?
Real quick. Drew, you watch horror movies, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you know Human Centipede?
Oh, Jesus.
I
got a story about that. Go ahead. I'm gonna tell you a story about that movie though, but go ahead.
All right. Yeah, that's Floyd Mayweather, bro. That's Floyd Mayweather, and all his proteges. I'll leave it there. Peace.
All right, peace. Yo, bro, let me tell you about the Human Centipede movie. All right. If y'all know, y'all know. But let me tell you. All right. The first one came out, and I had to watch it in spurts because it was so weird. But then they made a sequel. And I saw the box cover. It was on a DVD. My boy brought it to my crib. He says, yo, you got to watch this. I said, they made a part 2 to this crap? He said, no, it's a little different, but the same premise, but it's a little different. I said, nah, bro. So I left it on my kitchen table, right? I went out, handled my business. When I came back, I said, I ain't watching this. So my boy gave it to me. I said, "You want it back?" He says, "Nah, I don't want it. I just my boy used to live across the hall from me." So I took it, left it on the kitchen table, went out, had my business, came back and saw my kitchen table. I said, "I ain't watching this shit." I threw it in the garbage, right? Take a shower, go to bed. I wake up, the DVD's in my bedroom. And it's like a horror movie, like, ring, ring. I said, "What is this?" Right? Here come my wife. "Oh, I thought it like fell into the garbage by accident. So, you know, it's unopened. So I figured you had made a mistake or something." I'm like, "All right." I said, "No, I put it in the garbage because I meant to." Okay. So I unwrapped it this time and I put it in the garbage. I go out. I come home. It's on my kitchen table again. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I said, "Yo, why is this here?" Here come my nephew. "Oh, I thought you put it in there by accident. It's brand new." I said, "No!" I put it back in the fucking garbage, right? So watch this shit. The next day, take the garbage out. I go to work and come home. Why that fucking DVD was on my kitchen table again? I'm like, "Yo, why y'all doing this to me? Y'all fucking with me now." Here come my daughter. "Oh, nah, Daddy, I saw it. I saw there was a DVD in the garbage." So I didn't know if you made a mistake or not because I looked at it and it looked brand new. "What is this?" I said, "Put that in." Yo, I said, "Never mind." I took it out the damn case. I burned it. I cracked the damn thing and balled it up. And I made an announcement in my crib. "No one bring this back in the house." It's like the DVD wouldn't go away. God damn it. Then someone emails it to me. "Yo, you saw this?" I said, I can't. You know what? I just have to watch it. And I watched it. You happy now? That's a true story. 3 times I tried to throw that damn thing out. It kept coming back. Yo, I got scared. I was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Why does DVD? It won't go away." I said, "No, seriously, who's doing this? Y'all playing with me?" "No, we thought you." I said, listen, public service announcement. I don't want this thing in my crib. This DVD would not go away. I had to burn it. I had to get the cross and the power of Christ compels. I had to do all of that shit. Do you know what it is? 4 days, I come home and it's sitting on the damn kitchen table. I'm looking at it like, wait a minute. I said, "Y'all play." I woke niggas up. I said, "Y'all playing with me? Are y'all playing with me?" They was like, "What?" I was like, "Why is that DVD still on my damn?" They was like, "No, we thought it was." I was like, "Oh shit." I said, "Everyone wake up." I said, "Listen, this is a bad film. I'm throwing it away." I said, "You know what? Go back to bed." I took out a lighter. I burned it. I ripped it in half. And I'm panicking like, yo, if this shit comes back again, I'm moving. Burn in hell. Human centipede. Fuck out of here. Scared me half to death. I said, why won't this thing go away? Well, anyway. K-Rod, you got anything else, brother? I'm about to pack this up. You're on mute, bro.
Oh yeah. Like I just like to say thank you for having me on. Like I wish I had came in looking a little bit earlier, but yeah. I just think overall, as far as like people being spiteful against Devin's, success of like where he's trying to be, I think it's a complete disservice, to the boxing community. And I think, people like that need to be shunned like away. And, I hope Devin continues to, to do what he does. So, I'm happy, that I'm here to support and, can't wait for bigger and better things. So thank you for having me on.
No doubt, man. And yeah, y'all go make sure y'all follow K-Rod on YouTube. The brother has a channel, if y'all didn't know. I know he don't promote his channel, but He has a channel. Yeah, I promote your channel, brother. Yeah, man. Cats didn't even know you had content, bro. Everyone go
like
follow
y'all can follow.
K-Mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, put your link in the chat, please, brother. You always
Okay.
support. Man. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
All right. I
Yes,
will do
sir.
that.
Yes,
I appreciate
sir.
it.
No doubt. Yeah, man. The goal today, I mean, it was a productive show, but the goal was to say, I was pretty much trolling today. Like, Devin Haney is going to save the PBC by throwing him a bone and fighting Roelly. And when you're the face of boxing, you have the power to do that. So he's throwing him a bone. And Roelly was cornered because fighting a mandatory wasn't really going to do much for him financially. And Stormy says his mandatory would have whooped his ass anyway. Well, that's dope. But if he's going to get his ass whooped, why not make it worth more his while in income? So now it makes sense. So out of all the people that want to clown and say Devin's name, but not fight him, Roelly's left holding the bag. So the Undertaker's saying, yeah, the PBC's on shaky legs. Rest in peace, or rest in PBC. So salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Had a pretty good show. No show tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment. Shout out to everybody following on Rumble. Everyone should subscribe to me on Rumble. Hold on, somebody got blocked? What happened here? What did Timmy288 say? He didn't say nothing wrong. Who timed him out? Oh, they didn't like the Kobe? Who timed him out? Yo, Insane, did you time him out for saying that? Tim88 just said, he just said Kobe is a bum to MJ. I mean, that's his opinion. He said Kobe played second fiddle to Shaq's. That's embarrassing. No MJ at all at 21, 22, 20. I mean, that's his opinion. Somebody timed him out for that? Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Come on back to I'm sorry, bro. I didn't see that until just now. Timmy88. Nah, don't do that. That was his opinion, man. God damn. Kobe's off limits to some people. That's okay, man. That's all right. I'm going to do the NBA show. That's going to happen. I'm just going to let y'all cook. Because like I said, my NBA knowledge goes from the 80s maybe into the early 2000s. After that, the game got annoying as hell. So I could talk up until a certain point. I did watch a lot of LeBron from day one, but I wasn't like immersed into the NBA like I was, but I did watch him. Like, you know how you say you have to be there. I can talk educated about LeBron James. I can. I watched him. I said, man, this kid's good. But, as usual, when they say, oh, he eclipsing Michael Jordan. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. But we're gonna chop it up, bro. But salute to y'all, man. General should be on. Follow me on Patreon. Follow me on Rumble. Follow all of us on Rumble. Coach Hudson, Stormy, me, Junior the Truth. General got a Rumble. He's gonna get some stuff popping on there soon. You know what I mean? And remember, when it's about to get rough over here, I'm gonna end the boxing content on YouTube, and it's gonna continue on Rumble. When I feel it's gonna get profane and out of hand, and because it's gonna be too much for YouTube's virgin ears, I'm just gonna say, click the link, go to Rumble. But salute to y'all. We had a productive show. No show tomorrow. I will see y'all Saturday morning. Simeon Saturday. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.